Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to Master Crazy and Fast Series in Splatoon, episode 228. Let's hop right in. We're playing Tower Control on Urchin Underpass and Walleye Warehouse. Last episode was a really good episode. We've been playing really well, honestly. We did some research last time. We talked about Pokemon starters, and we're going to continue that conversation into the beginning of the episode today. So, definitely leaning towards Rufflet. That's where I sort of got off and started off. And then, in case you're wondering, we're talking about the newly announced Pokemon games, Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, definitely a Rufflet fan so far. Although that obviously could change. I'm not going to say it won't. When the Gen 6 final Evos came out, I hated all of them. I just thought they were so bad. They just did so many things wrong, I felt like. And they had such good potential, because I thought the starters were amazing. I loved all three starters. And it really came down just to me pre-building my team as to who I ended up choosing. So yeah, definitely a Rufflet fan right now. Yes, and we get the knockout. Really good start to the episode. So, leaning towards Rufflet, that's sort of where I'm at. In terms of the games overall, I'm a really big fan of what they're doing. Everything they've done so far, I've agreed with. I only got one kill, but whatever. There were very few kills to get in that game. In terms of people have sort of been complaining about the region and not seeing a lot of grass, but I don't think what they realize that all we've seen is the beginning of the game. I don't know what they're expecting. I don't know if you guys remember Kalos, but just it seems like they've made the routes a little bit longer, which I'm not opposed to. There was no grass in the beginning of Kalos. You did not have to walk through grass until you headed to the second gym or something. So I don't know what people are getting all worried about. The game will be fine. I don't think they're going to skimp out on the grass, trust me. So I think people are a little bit overreacting a little bit too much to that. Especially because all we've seen so far is what people are thinking to be the first island, and I agree with them. I think that what we have seen is only the first of the islands. And obviously, if you don't care about the new game, then this whole episode is essentially meaningless to you. And I'm sorry about that. So I'm assuming, if you're watching this, you're probably a Nintendo fan, so that's why I'm sort of taking this time to do this. Should really watch that. Yeah, we are. Okay, good. But so far, a huge fan of the region. Okay, so where that point was going is if we've only seen the first island, we are most likely only getting through the first gym. So this is going to be no different from Kalos, I'm expecting. Although what this does mean is my Pokemon prediction video, which I posted. I don't know. If you want to go back and watch it, it's under face-to-face videos. I honestly I fully believed that I had nailed Pokemon. I was like, oh, I got these guys. I nailed everything they've been planning to do. I literally thought I had the whole game planned out. Of course, that was before I knew about their 20th anniversary plans. Had I heard about the 20th, had their 20th anniversary plans come out before I made the video, it would have been different. But I still would have predicted that we go back to Kalos, because why would we not? Like, they're completely changing up the format, which I thank them for. Like, anytime that you guys want, that Pokemon or any company, in my opinion, wants to make a change that's not a bad change. It's not like they changed something that's fundamental about the series. And they changed something that really, I think some people weren't even a fan of. But they changed it up, and so it's like this big news type of thing. You're drawing attention to the game. I think it was just a great play. Like, honestly. Like, in my eyes, what they did was genius. So, I'm really... really satisfied with the way they're handling everything. Kills. So that's sort of my opinion on the generation as a whole. I'm not going to make any speculation, at least in this episode, as to what the rest of the game will look like in terms of plot. But, so, yeah. Sort of my feelings on that. We also have gotten sort of we've gotten a vague release date for the NX, which I am excited about. So definitely like looking forward to that. I think it's what, Christmas next, like holiday season of 2017, 2016, 2017, 2017. Yeah, no, 2016. It's 2016, right? No, yeah. I got RNG'd. Jesus. And the win. Good win. Yeah, so... And we've also heard rumors about them not like remastering, but making an NX edition of Splatoon, which I'm happy about. I'm not sure if I'd switch over right away. I'd assume they would add something to the game. 12 and 2, 6.0, nice. That's a sextuple positive game. So if it was really like a better game, I thought I'd probably buy it launch. Obviously, if Splatoon launched with it, if not, then no point. But because I don't know. But that's sort of what my feelings are on the NX. I think it'll be good. I'm confident that they've learned from their mistakes. So I'm hopeful, because I miss the old days of the Wii. When the Wii was in its prime, that thing was getting every single game. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know. Thing is the Wii's third party support was better, but I don't think people understand that it wasn't like they were getting the games, but you still weren't getting the player base that you're getting on like Xbox and PlayStation. And I don't think people really realize that. I think people think third party support. God, they had COD, they had whatever, they had this and that. But no one was playing them. Like, I'm not saying no one was playing them, but they had nowhere near the like user base that PlayStation and Xbox had. And that's why I think in order for them to really, if they really want to compete, which I'm not sure that they are like totally in love of the idea of doing that, like trying to actually compete with Microsoft and Sony to sort of become this like the go-to console for this, I don't even, mid-generation. Because I mean at this point they're going to be competing with the PlayStation 4.5 and the Xbox One, but they've already, so really they're competing with the PlayStation 4.5. Oh, if I'd Kraken. Oh. I got my Kraken a second too late for that to, because that was my plan. I was like, oh, do I have my Kraken? Because I'll pull it right now. But oh well. So, oh dang it, they took the lead. That's okay. Oh, he got that sniping. Good shots. We need that kill though. Good. Yeah, but so that's sort of where I'm. Because what I want from the NX is literally I want it to be the go-to. Shoot, that was just awful timing. I want it to be the go-to console, which is why I think the release timing is awful. But what I'm also realizing is that they're not going to do that this generation. And I'm not sure they'll ever do it, which is sort of sad to me, but it's also, I'm totally okay with it. Where am I going? Dang it. They hit that flank really well, honestly. It's something that they do very well. Hopefully we get that kill. We done? Oh, maybe we do? Yes, we do. We're going to need to start pushing it. But yeah, that's definitely not a... That is something the NX will not accomplish. And I can guarantee you that. Simply because you're coming in mid-generation, no one's going to be buying the console. Or, like... No one who's already adopted... no one who's already adopted the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One is going to switch over to the NX because they have no reason to. That shot was nice. Back up. So I'm staying realistic while also staying very hopeful. Because I want this console to succeed. I really do. Because what I want to be able to have is I want to have the new COD, the new GTA, the new I don't know what other like AAA titles. The new FIFA, the new, like, all those big games that sell just millions of copies, but that the Wii U has sort of been stiffed from the last couple of years. Or there's Nintendo in general. So that's just what I want. And I realize that that is way over, like that is best case scenario. And not only do I want that, but I want that to be the premier selling console. But what I've also realized is this isn't the 90s anymore. You're not in a console race between two companies with no real die-hard fans, if that makes sense. You're not in a company's first two generations of life, if that makes sense. So you have these established bonds between companies. Like you have your Xbox Ones, you have your Xbox One fans, and you have your PlayStation fans, and those people are not going to switch to a Nintendo platform. But it's the same way that you have your Nintendo fans. 13-7, by the way, pretty good game. The issue with it is that when people think of a Nintendo fan, they don't think of a AAA gamer. They think of someone who plays a Mario Kart, a Zelda, a Mario, a Smash Bros, a Pokemon, Splatoon now. They don't see Nintendo as this competing company, and that's really what I want. I want Nintendo to be able to pick up their core fan base and still provide them with the gaming experience that they want, while also be able to pick up the guys who buy the better console. And that's what that's going to require them to do is to come out with something great in the NX, come out and market it well, come out with something great in 7-8 years. No, probably 7 years. In 7 years, that'll give it a 6. But I want just the NX to have at least a 6-year lifespan. Just come out with something then that's great. And then hopefully either that generation, which I hope this generation after the NX, they'll start to win some of these fans over. Then the next generation, we'll see this sort of Nintendo takes back over this gaming market, and we see really great success for them. Oh, shoot. And then, yeah, that's my, like, idealist plan for Nintendo for the next 15, however many years. Oh, I walked into that roller. This is not a good game for me. And I realize that is totally unrealistic and probably not going to happen. You got me? Oh, a trade with the soda slosher. Oh, see, we need to pick that guy off. We cannot. Oh, boy. Yeah, oh well. That was just a tough game. But so that's gonna be a while down the road. Because like here's what did I go? 2 and 4, not great. But then again, no one really played that well. We had one person go positive at 3 and 2. So now, but when I talk about winning these people who buy the better console, and also here's the thing with that is if you're someone like me who wants to play these CODs and FIFAs and stuff like that, but you also want to play Nintendo games. You have 2 options. Well, you really have 3 options. You can either go solely with Nintendo, solely with the other ones. Well, I guess there's 3 platforms that you can approach this from. You have the Nintendo, you have your Microsoft/Sony platform, and then you have PC. And so you're always, if you want to have the Nintendo games, you're going to have Nintendo plus either the Microsoft, Sony, or PC. Or you're just going to have one of them, if that makes sense. Like you're only going to have Nintendo, you're only going to have Sony, Microsoft, or you're only going to have PC. And I've chosen I've sort of combined 2 interests into one, meaning that I took the Nintendo PC route because the PC also functions in the YouTube space, like the YouTube aspect of what I enjoy doing. So, what the heck? Okay, you guys saw that, right? You saw him fall off. Obviously, was not worried about him. Comes back and kills me. So that's the route I've taken. But still, I am not, like, I've come very close multiple times to buying a PS4. Because I believe the PS4 is the better of the 2 consoles. I've played both. I prefer the PS4. And not graphics. Graphics literally has nothing to do with it for me. It's honestly, a lot of it is the controller. The controller makes a huge difference for me. If you don't have a comfortable controller for me, I'm not playing. Like that is usually the deciding factor between 360 controller my eyes, the best controller ever made, by far. Like, no other controller has ever competed with the 360 controller. It is just, to me, it is the ideal, like, combination of, like, bulky enough, and I prefer the Xbox joysticks. I just think they move better. I find the PlayStation one or the Sony ones to be a little too, like, loose, if that makes sense. Like, they don't react. Like, they sort of overreact, if that makes sense. Like, you have to be way more precise and in order to, like, move the correct way or aim, like, perfectly. So I find that to be a little bit frustrating. I think the Xbox joysticks are a little bit more forgiving in that form of looking at something or looking at them. Oh, 1 point and I got stuck. Ugh, shoot. So that's why I prefer them. 360 sort of has the Xbox joysticks, but the size of the PlayStation 4 controller that I really like. And so overall, I ended up just preferring the PlayStation 4 controller. I think they did much better than the PS3. I hated the PS3 controllers. Oh, I can't believe he caught me there. Shoot. If I had thrown a wall, I would have been fine. Because I couldn't find him for a little bit there, so that was different. That was annoying. Wait. Did they get it farther than I think they did? I thought it was 54 to... Oh, yeah, he bursted me. I saw him, but I just couldn't get there in time. So, yeah. And I like the NX or the Wii U gamepad. I think it does a lot of things well. I think it does. I don't know. It's not like and when I say big, I mean like in terms of thickness, because like the width, that doesn't matter to me at all, because that doesn't affect like how easily I'm able to hold the controller. Alright, I have my Kraken. Shoot, did not. Oh, we were so close and I just couldn't stay alive. I bet you if my Kraken didn't fall off there, I had it. Oh well. It's okay. We lost by 2. Frustrating game. And that's going to end it. The episode. 12-8, honestly, a really good game. That was more they just outmuscled us. Down to 69. We played really well over these last 2 episodes. We sort of fell off a little bit in this episode, but that's okay. I had fun talking to you guys. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed. Obviously, if you did, you can earthquake that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.